Hello and welcome to the New Brunswick Today Week in Review with me, Matthew Wozniak. We're going to take a look back at some of the biggest stories from the past week. If you would like to read the full coverage of any of the covered stories, please click the link provided. 3 city residents have been indicted in a 2014 murder on Hale Street. 24-year-old Rolando Martinez Sanchez, 23-year-old Manuel Mendez, and 30-year-old Rene Herrera, all of New Brunswick, were indicted in connection with the murder of 28-year-old Gregorio Hernandez. Prosecutors determined that Sanchez had opened fire on a group of men on Hale Street in New Brunswick on May 18, 2014, striking Hernandez, who is not one of the intended targets. In other news, Rutgers University Libraries launched a new project which will document local music history from the New Brunswick area. The new database, titled the New Brunswick Music Scene Archive, will serve as a central repository for all sorts of artifacts, memorabilia, and rare record pressings from New Brunswick during its prime as a hub of punk and indie music. In politics, after a little over a month without a recreation director, the City of New Brunswick has hired a familiar face to fill the role. Board of Education member Edward Spencer was chosen as the new Superintendent of Recreation and started on October 5th. Spencer replaces Mike Blackwell, who retired in late August after serving in that role for over 29 years. 2 Rutgers students were stabbed in a residence hall on the College Avenue campus. The dormitory was evacuated after students observed one of the victims being wheeled out of the 3rd floor of the dormitory. Both victims are in stable condition at Robert Wood Johnson Hospital, and the suspect, 18-year-old Rutgers student Daniel Leandri, was apprehended in the residence hall within 10 minutes, suffering injuries himself. Leandri was charged with attempted murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault with a weapon, and possession of a weapon for an unlawful purpose. That wraps up the review for this week. Please tune in next week for another episode, and in the meantime, go to newbrunswicktoday.com for news in the Hub City. You've heard enough from me, now we want to hear from you. Go to our Facebook page or use the hashtag NBTodayListens on Twitter and tell us what's on your mind. If you have any concerns, questions, or stories, New Brunswick Today is always listening. And until next time, have a good day.